I got these canvas prints from Temu. There's 3 of them. To keep rolling up, you can't see them. Anyway, there's 3, and they were, I think, $5.78 for the whole set of 3. So what I'm going to do is, I've already started. I have 3 canvases that I got at Michael's, 18 inch by 24 inch, and I've painted the edges black. Don't need to paint the middle. And I'm going to Mod Podge them down to the canvas. And then, after all that dries, I'm going to put a thin layer of epoxy resin over top of all of it. So stay tuned. I can't wait to see how this turns out. Hopefully it turns out great, because I just redid my whole living room in a more abstract, but this is an old painting. It just does not go anymore. It's not really a painting. I think I got it at a Christmas tree shop. But I just need I need something different. So, I'm going to make my own. Oh, and this I got at Purple Paisley in Covington, Kentucky. An original abstract oil painting. Absolutely love it. Alright, stay tuned. Alright, Mod Podge time. Make sure you get those corners really good, especially. Okay, can't do this and hold the phone, so be back. Okay, so now I'm just taking a piece of cardboard and make sure that it's flat and there's no air bubbles. Okay, so far, okay, be back. Okay, a little tip. Don't glue the edges down first. Don't put any glue on the edges, because, and also that cardboard was leaving like little crumbs, so I got a spatula out. But the reason you don't want to glue down the edges just yet, because you need a way for this air that you're pushing out to escape. See here, I glued the edges down, if you can see it, first, and that stuff dries fast. So you gotta work fast. I can't get that air bubble out because there's no way to get out. So a little tip there. Thank you. Alright, so they're all Mod Podge down. The second one was the easiest for some reason. This one must have been in the middle of the roll, because the ends, I had to weigh them down because they kept wanting to curl up. And also, if you're going to do this, there's little threads that you need to cut off, so I'm going to try and get some little manicure scissors and cut those off. I will have to repaint the edges black. And then the last step will be epoxy resin, so stay tuned. Alright, so the Mod Podge is still drying. This one's got me a little concerned. Mod Podge is still drying, and I repainted the black trim to cover up the Mod Podge and little nicks that, you know, like one of my shoes, and little nicks that I created. Let me turn my light on. Alright. So the next and final step is the epoxy resin, and since they are so big, I'm going to try to put a thin layer of epoxy resin on there, so it doesn't make it so heavy. Alright, stay tuned. Okay, so they're finished and dried. The epoxy resin didn't work so great with me this time. It wanted to start drying and solidifying before I could finish putting it on. But the overall look, I like it. And I do have cats, so yeah, there's protective covers on the furniture. But I like the overall look of what it does for my living room. Thanks.